Hey, welcome to the Mortgage Minute for Thursday, October 7th. It's amazing how time's flying by. Anyways, we've got sun out here in Vancouver. Lots of headlines to go through. I haven't talked to you guys for a week, so lots of headlines to talk about. First of all, let's go back a couple of weeks. Remember this one? House costs near record high in British Columbia, and they're talking about the affordability index and a bubble price. Now, all this talk about bubble. We've had lots of talk about bubbles over the last little while. Well, let's look at a couple different things. First of all, slowdown in housing activity threatens recovery. Well, didn't we talk about this? Of course there's a slowdown because July and August, everybody took off as holidays, plus we had the HST. We talked about all that. Anyway, we knew there was going to be a slowdown. So what we're looking at now is the fallout from that, and what are the headlines telling us? Also, what was very interesting, Mark Carney made a very, very significant speech the other day saying that interest rates are going to rise, and he is seriously concerned about the debt that we are taking on as Canadians. And Mark Carney's coming out and saying, hey, interest rates are still low, and I might keep interest rates where they're at when I meet again or make a decision on October 19th, but I'm concerned about the debt that Canadians are still taking on. Now, we look at that, and there's a couple of different things saying. One says housing market's going up and down, whatever. The big thing is, two things that can create a housing bubble. One is a spike in interest rates, and two is a significant increase in job loss, okay? So one of the things that I'm looking at is job scenes. Job scene looks flat until 2012. This doesn't say that we're losing jobs and high unemployment. It just says they're kind of stabilized. There's not a lot of new jobs coming on. So keep an eye on the unemployment figures. That's probably the single biggest thing that's going to impact our economy because it reflects on the insecurity or the lack of consumer confidence. But one of the other things I talked about a couple of months ago was the impact of the Canadian dollar. And listen carefully. I said back in May that I think Obama is going to pay off $1 trillion deficit with deflated U.S. greenback, and when they artificially deflate the American dollar to help pay their deficit, that automatically increases the value of the Canadian dollar, which is not good for our export and manufacturing sectors. And look at this. Today's headlines. Parity hurts growth. Risk of double-dip recession as loonie rises. Bottom line is that when the American dollar goes down, the Canadian dollar goes up. It's going to be great when you're buying Christmas presents across the border, but it's not great for our export sector. So it is going to further impact the economy. And, the most important thing here is one of the quotes says very clearly, this will effectively freeze interest rates for months to come. So those of you on your variable rates wondering when to lock in, historically low rates on fixed long-term rates are very, very low, very appealing to lock in. But remember, you are going to have probably about maybe even a 6-month ride of a freezing of interest rates if the dollar stays where it is. Last thing I want to mention, that Monday was World Habitat Day. Remember, all the proceeds from 97 Tips, all the royalties are donated by Don Campbell, myself, and the other authors to Habitat for Humanity, and a portion of the proceeds from the Canadian Real Estate Action Plan are donated as well to Habitat for Humanity. It's World Habitat Week. Please buy one of those books if you haven't already, and you are helping to donate money to Habitat for Humanity. Get more information on our website at peterkinch.com. Thank you, and that's the Mortgage Minute for October 7th. Hope you're having a great day. Bye.